How is all of this possible?
Every day, we make phone calls, watch TV, use the internet, check the weather, and navigate using maps on our phone. But have you ever wondered how all of this is possible? And when we hear about exciting news about Chandrayaan reaching the moon or Mangalyaan reaching Mars, have you ever asked yourself, what exactly is a satellite? How does it reach space? And what is the difference between a satellite and a rocket? The answer is much simpler than you think. Today, let's take an exciting journey into space and understand how satellites and rockets work, the different types of satellites India uses, and how ISRO has helped India become one of the world's leading space powers. So buckle up and get ready for launch. India is no longer just looking at the sky, India is reaching beyond it. From communication and weather forecasting to missions to the moon and Mars, ISRO, the Indian Space Research Organization, has made India one of the top space powers in the world. And let's make it super simple. What are satellites? These are missions placed in space to do special jobs. Different satellites do different work, just like different people have different professions. Like communication satellites help people stay connected, like phone calls, TV channels, internet, live broadcasts. All these become possible because of these satellites. ISRO named these as INSAT series, that is Indian National Satellite System, and the GSAT series, which stands for Geosynchronous Satellite. In simple, these satellites act like giant towers floating in space. Then comes Earth Observation Satellite. These satellites continuously watch Earth from space. They help in agriculture, weather forecasting, ocean studies, mapping cities and forests, and disaster management. Famous ones are from ResourceCast, OceanSat, and Cartosat. These satellites are like cameras in space watching Earth day and night. Then comes navigation satellites. These satellites help us know location and direction, like maps, navigation, ships and aircraft. India's own navigation system is called NAVLC, which stands for Navigation with Indian Constellation. These satellites work like space-based GPS guides. Then there are satellites sent for research and discoveries. They are scientific satellites. They study space, planets, the sun, and stars. Famous examples are Mangalyaan, Mars mission, Chandrayaan mission, astronomy satellite, in short, AstroSat. These satellites help scientists learn more about our universe. And then comes experimental and technology satellites. These are used to test new technologies and ideas, like Aryabhatta, India's first satellite, Bhaskara 1 and 2. The Rohini series, YouthSat and Apple. These satellites are like laboratories in space where new technologies are tested. Difference between satellites and rockets. Now comes the most important question. If satellites stay in space, then how do they go there? That's where launch vehicles come in. A launch vehicle is a rocket that carries satellites from Earth into space. So satellite equals to passengers and rocket equal to vehicle carrying the passenger. So once the satellite reaches its destination in space, the rocket's job is complete. So now let's see some of the most ISRO trusted rockets. PSLV, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle.
T-5, 4, we have ignition and liftoff. PSLV lifts off. PSLV streaks into the sky.
This is ISRO's most trusted rocket. It's used for Earth observation satellites and polar orbit. PSLV is most famous for launching multiple satellites in a single mission. Mangalyaan, India's Mars mission, was launched using PSLV. It remains one of ISRO's proudest achievements. Next one we're talking about is the rocket which is bigger and more powerful. GSLV, that is Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle. It is used for communication satellites and weather satellites. GSLV can carry heavier satellites to higher orbits. And now it is about LVM-3 Launch Vehicle Mark III, India's heaviest rocket. It is used for heavy satellites, moon missions and future human space missions. LVM-3 carried Chandrayaan-3 on its historic journey to the moon. This is ISRO's space giant. For many years, India's space missions were led primarily by ISRO. But today, a new era of Indian space exploration is taking shape. With ISRO's support and vision, several private Indian space companies are now reaching for the stars. Some of them are Skyroot Aerospace, Agnikul Cosmos, Pixel, and Bellatrix Aerospace. And many more innovative startups are joining India's growing space ecosystem. And together, they are helping build the future of India's space journey. ISRO is not just exploring space, it is inspiring and empowering a new generation of Indian space pioneers. Satellites help us communicate, navigate, study Earth, and explore space. And rockets help carry them beyond our planet. From Aryabhatta to Chandrayaan and from ISRO to private startups, India's space journey is becoming bigger, stronger, and more inspiring every single year. Today, India is not just participating in the space race. India is creating its own path among the stars. That's it today from my side. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my Knowledge Express for more amazing knowledge videos. Thank you, bye bye, and I'll see you guys in the next video.